All right. That's enough of that. Hi, I'm Zero One. This is my stream. I'm not usually streaming on a Saturday night. I'm trying to do another stress test for Beam GG or Beam Stream GG, and so hey, here I am. Today is also my birthday, so happy birthday to me. And we're going to play a little Minecraft tonight because why not? So without any further ado, let's hop right on in. All right, so we're on a server that I own and I manage. Uh, that's shared by me, my girlfriend, Spring Moon Turtle, who's not online tonight in any way, shape, or form, and that's fine. And a couple of our friends, and generally we share with our community. Hey, Grim, thank you very much. And I thank you for lying to me. It's all right. I appreciate it. Anyway, our communities are welcome to join here if they are interested. And I'm going to show you around a little bit. I've been doing a lot of the, well, redstone and weird projects. Like this is my auto sorter. And next door I have an auto smelter and a few other things. But first, let's do this simple one. This is the auto smelter. It has a number of furnaces all hooked up to, by various means, this chest, where you dump stuff in, it cooks it, and dumps it over here when it's done. Nice and simple in concept, but actually kind of was a pain to actually get running in a reasonably decent way. Here, let me show you how it works for the most part. Give myself some iron ore. Okay, copper works. We'll do a full stack. Oh, well, all right. That's not really what I wanted. Copper, thank you. That's what I wanted. You just dump it in there. And what happens is it goes down into a series of hoppers through a miniature auto sorter to make sure that coal and charcoal get sucked in. Hey Knights, yes I am. It's just a brief sort of stream. I wanted to stress test Beam Stream GG today, or at least help them with that again. And so thought I'd go ahead and stream tonight. And so basically what happens here is it goes through a couple of hoppers, goes through its auto sorter, which will automatically filter out coal and charcoal and put it in that chest there, which feeds this minecart here, which feeds the back of the furnaces, keeps them nice and fueled, while the front side uses a dropper to a water elevator and some ice and more hoppers to elevate it to this chest, where it gets picked up by that minecart and feeds these hoppers into the top of the furnaces. It's not terribly efficient, not in the way that I want it to, but it works. Oh, it seems to be going all right. They're still working out a lot of the kinks, and I'm happy to help them. I don't mind a new platform getting up and running and helping to do it. But anyway, the whole idea is a little more simple in concept than it is implementation. And I have yet to figure out a way to really get the distribution of ore and whatever gets smelted to all of the furnaces. Like if I dump in a lot more ore or other things, it'll fill up most of these, if not all. But some definitely get more ore than others. I originally wanted to have a circular pattern for furnaces in here, and a lot more than I do, but I ran into a space problem. Ended up having to build out into this area, which was nice, open, and a little treacherous. And so I decided to scale down my attempt. And recently I built a little auto sorter feature to bring the coal and the charcoal over to the chest automatically. Before, I had it so that you had to actually come over here and drop coal into the chest. But that's okay. Let me plug this hole. I forgot to fill this back in. There. No uninvited guest into the furnace room. And so, voila, quickly cooked 60 copper bars. And this is my little garbage disposal. And let me get rid of that too. What it does is kind of simple as well. Is again, uses a dropper to just grab everything out of the chest and dump it into a little square of lava. Nice and safe, and no worry of starting a fire or dying yourself. Yep. All right, the auto sorter, I only just started filling it up really this week, and I've already determined that I need more space for just about all the items in the game. I also just kind of put stuff in as we needed it, or more or less panicking and going, okay, what else can I toss in here real quick that might be in demand? So that's how come we ended up with flowers right next to the wool down here, separated by a puffer fish, across from some more wool, some of the food items, berries, bamboo, trees, or rather tree saplings, and then some of the materials, basic materials, and the ores. And the ores are right around the corner from the bar form over here. So I may go through this at a later time and really attempt to organize things, but right now it works. And that's what's important, I guess. But thing is, like I said, I'm running out of space quickly. I do have more room here, obviously. And I have more room back down here. Well, actually, no, I don't. I used up all the room down here for glass. Panes of glass here and blocks of glass there. I really should have built out more over here, but I wanted to keep this because we had a glow squid that Spring tossed a name tag on that used to swim around in here, but it's currently gone, so I'm not going to worry about that. And I also kind of decided, hey, maybe it'd be nice and have a little adventurous, or make it available to adventurous people who might want to go down into various parts of beneath this. So, danger, unknown depths. But all in all, it's nice. But like I said, it's probably not big enough. Hey, what happened to all my glow signs? They were here a minute ago. All right, that's weird. Oh, I know what happened. This is the lower one. See, I used World Guard to or World Edit to copy the original one that I implemented and make more room available downstairs. I literally copied this entire area, and so I will have, when I'm done setting things up, additional space down here and feed whatever doesn't fit upstairs into the sorter down here and rinse and repeat. I didn't realize that hole opened all the way down here, so now I know. I was figuring this was just a slightly deep hole. Not as deep as it is. I didn't realize I had copied all of that as well, but that's all right. Anyway, the more interesting thing here is that this is badly connected to a mob farm. And it's also directly connected to a bamboo and sugarcane farm. it's easier to show the sugarcane farm right up here. Sugarcane and bamboo farm. Since it's literally right here. This one grows bamboo. I borrowed the design from someone on YouTube. And it's functional. Not pretty, but functional. Hey, thanks for the follow, Stormstar. And since this was simple enough, and you just saw it work there, I went on and copied it, literally, and moved it over here. Although, I'll have to go upstairs to show you. And it's the same basic thing over here. Sugarcane grows, gets seen by the observers, and pistons break it. And to be collected magically through the ground by the minecart that's circling down below. And so, we are gathering great amounts of both sugarcane and bamboo. I only built the bamboo sorter, or addition, on Tuesday or Wednesday this week. And I built the sugarcane one yesterday. And we are nearly full on at least one chest with the bamboo. And that'll eventually fill up these other 3 chests. Sugarcane one I did yesterday, so it's still beginning to ramp up. But still, it's got a good amount of sugarcane in that short time. And I suspect it only works when someone's actually in the auto sorter or this area, which is fine. But that brings me to the other thing that's working slightly, but not as well as I'd like. This is the feeder from the mob farm. Hypothetically, rail carts will come in from the nether. I don't know why I have zombies out there. Anyway, come in from the nether, from a distant location. Come around here, and go through this loop, which runs over on a series of hoppers that feed into the auto sorter. When a cart has items in it, it'll circle this repeatedly until it's empty. Then it'll make its way back out, and ideally make its way back over to the source of the mob farm. However, it doesn't work very effectively because you have to kind of babysit the rail carts. Otherwise, they'll get stuck here or stop somewhere in the nether. And it's on top of the roof of the nether, so it's not going through the areas where most mobs are forming. But they even sometimes get stopped in here because no one's here to actually watch it all happen. And so, or keep the block loaded and so the carts don't move. And so when someone comes in here sometimes, the carts will have stopped over there and another cart comes flying in, hits it, runs backwards, and typically would end up going back into the nether. But I made this little loop here that it basically only grabs carts that are going the wrong way and circles them back around to the right way. So that's kind of cool. In the nether, I've tried a number of different things to keep mobs off the tracks, and it's worked a little, but hasn't worked as well as I would have liked. And this is quite ugly. I am misaligned when I was trying to build this, and I just corrected there at the actual end. And so this runs all the way back to the other portal. And this is another little badly implemented correction for minecarts that leave the auto sorter but still have items in it. It'll basically redirect them up and over and back to the auto sorter. Empty carts get a pass through. My problem with this is, while it works, it's extremely ugly and it's more complicated than I wanted it to be. What kept happening was, no matter what I did, basically the detector would cause full carts to just continue to go on through. I wanted them to either continue straight, which would have been easy, or turn right and go around to the back to the feeder, the source of materials, empty carts to go back to the source, while full carts would turn around and go back to the left. But I couldn't get that to work, and no matter how many different ways I tried to do this, it just would not work. So I gave up, made a little loop for the empty cars to go around, while the cars with items go up a hill, over the bridge, back the way I needed it to. And because that wasn't working 100% reliably, I continued with, well, first I tried these to keep carts from going backwards the wrong way on the tracks. And I put, in fact, see, we have some of those now. They either hit mobs or hit something else. Let's find out what's going on. I couldn't get it to work reliably, and so I did the best I could. So this is another one of those redirections. Let's see if one of these have any items in them. Nope. So those should continue on through. And in case you're wondering, all total, this railroad, as complicated as it is, runs about 1,300 blocks. The distance between my mob farm and the auto sorter is over 10,000 blocks. Thank you, Nether, for making it a lot shorter, but I wish it was more reliable, to be honest. I'm sure there's probably a better way, including actually making the mob farm near the auto sorter. This was another little attempt to make things work right. If I knew a cart had items in it, I could come down here and just throw the switch and send it back. Otherwise, it stays pointing in the right direction. Let's see what these other carts were all about. Are they going to beat me to the feeder? Yep. All right. And this was a little test thing I was working on as well. Basically, I wanted to see if I could make a way for a cart that's got items to essentially turn off the powered rail, which would cause it to stop. And when it starts moving, to power another cart that might be in the area. But that runs into some problems. I was hoping to avoid some congestion, but it never quite worked right. Or rather, I haven't figured out how to get it to work right the way I need it to. But basically, this minecart's losing its items. It stopped there, which is perfect. And the next car, hypothetically, is not ready to go. But as soon as this cart runs out of items, it'll start again, and that will start up. Ta-da! That's what I wanted. That's not what I got. So I'm still working out the kinks there. Once again, attempts to prevent carts from going the wrong way on the tracks. And this is the minecart source. Rather, the mob farm source. As you can see, I have a lot of items from my mob farm, which is almost directly above me at the moment. And once again, if the carts circle around, hopefully don't get stuck. And I couldn't get the detector to work exactly like I wanted it to. Originally, the detector and track bend was here, and it would send carts around and over here. But I couldn't get that to work reliably. I got it to work reliably by putting the comparator over here and running redstone directly to the tracks, or the intersection, and powering it up and over. So empty carts, or the unfilled carts, I guess, will continue to circle until they have enough enough items in them to completely power the redstone to actually turn the track. And then they go up this little bit, up and over, and through. My original plan was to just build tracks all the way back to the auto sorter, and I literally carved out in creative mode all of the hallways necessary to get to the auto sorter. But then I discovered that blocks are not loaded when you're not present, or rather chunks are not loaded when you're not present. And so mine carts would stop. And see, this is another one of the problems I've had, is carts just mysteriously not being sucked through. This one I'm going to have to go back through. See, this one's got stuck there. I don't know if the two sides are related and causing one another. Back up like that. We'll know in a second. I didn't want you to do that. Go back over here. You go through? Nope. Come on. And so this is another thing that I've been kind of fighting with. Needing to actually put down new rail carts every so often. And transfer the contents. Breaking the old one. Everything's just trying to aggravate me tonight. Of course, it's my own fault. Flint and steel. The good news is I'm not in the nether to make sure that anything's coming. Really? Oh, come on. Yeah, it's going to be one of those days. There we go. And a little push, and it goes right on through. Carries along on him with its merry little way. Now, I've just recently expanded it to a second chest here. I don't know how well it's doing. More or less, I just had the one chest, and I decided to try to do some overflow bits to make sure that all of the collected items get sorted down and through as much as possible. I'm not sure that's very efficient. It probably isn't, and it's not working terribly well. But take you up to the auto sorter. These are stacks of hoppers, as you can see. Wonder how far they are. Or how far they are loaded. Well, that's kind of good news. They're not as full as they had been. I actually have two mob farms up here. The original one that we're heading to, and the new XP one that I copied this over from, literally, and made into an XP farm for anyone to just go ahead and collect items, or rather, collect XP. Now, this was originally going to be just to stand here and you collect all of the items, and then I decided to try to connect it directly to the auto sorter. And so all of these chests were the original plan, and the hoppers leading underneath this were added later. It's not pretty, but it's out in the middle of nowhere, and no one really cares. Okay, the important thing is it works. I'll take you inside for a quick little tour. As soon as I can remember what mode to switch to. And so, yeah, we have campfires here. It's nothing particularly special. You've seen this 1,000 times with other mob farms. The only difference to the standard mob farm I did is that it's multiple levels. I didn't see any reason not to, so that's really it. This particular floor is 3 high, I think. Actually, it's more than that, which is big enough for an Enderman to spawn and fall into the trap, and I have been getting Ender Pearls, on occasion at least, not always. Most of the other floors are only big enough for skeletons, zombies, creepers, that sort of thing. Of course, spiders, since you hear them. Nothing much here. Creeper and a couple skeletons. I heard a baby zombie. And the top floor is also capable of handling Enderman. None here at the moment. And then have the roof lit up. But every so often, when I'm in the AFK box up here, I get Endermen floating around up here and vooping around, and I don't know how to stop them. But at the very least, I don't get anything spawning up here. I need to light this top up too, to make sure that I don't get any random spawns. But what I did yesterday, or was it Thursday? Don't really remember. Probably yesterday. Was copy and paste that on over here. And then I got the bright idea to funnel any of its drops over here on over to the auto sorter by all those lovely hoppers. And that apparently works pretty well because this chest was nearly full. Now, this isn't perfect. I've seen better. But we're going to sit here and gather a little XP for a moment. Just because. Hey, all right. There. Properly in here. Now, it's not perfect because over here, if a mob falls, they can actually see you. And in the case of a creeper, that means they can go ahead and explode. And a skeleton can go ahead and shoot you. But essentially, you have 360-degree access to any mobs that fall and hopefully be able to kill them before they kill you. Because it's a server, I did go ahead and protect this with World Guard, so explosions won't actually damage the building, but it could kill you if you're in survival mode. And since I'm in creative mode, they don't care, and they're really easy to kill. But again, it's the same more or less structure, except I took out all of the campfires and most of the storage capability. Down below are hoppers that feed the chest, and again, that chest then feeds the auto sorter, or rather, the mob farm collection railroad. Originally, I was trying to figure out some way that someone could stand here and then get resources that, or whatever drops accumulated in the chest outside, but I gave up on that and decided that the XP was the important part. Because for the most part, you're not getting anything original here that you won't get over there. Or as a result of over there. But that generally concludes the tour of what I've been doing on the server. I'll take you to spawn, show off other people's work. This is a little village that we found. We've made some recent modifications over the last few weeks. Spring has done some of this. Our friends have done some others. For instance, there was a portal up here. We discovered that iron golems and villagers have been going through the portal. And so we decided to secure that a little bit better. And now we don't get an accumulation of iron golems on the other side. Our friend Quigley is building a castle over here. And he's done a fabulous job with all of this. I'm not a builder in Minecraft. I'm a digger. I might be able to build some contraptions, make life easier or at least more interesting. But some people are just plain marvelous when it comes to building. That is not me. I don't have the foresight. I don't have the creativity. Sure, I can place a block like anyone else can, but I I can't do this. Our friend Essie is also helping redesign the town. She's the one who built the steps up to the portal there. Okay, guys. I really don't know how you're getting on top of this. Still, I've blocked all your little access paths. Get off and stay off. I said, get off. There. And you. Get off. My best guess is that he came up that way. Ah. These guys are infuriating. Try to save their lives. Try to keep them from being isolated. And they continue to find ways to infuriate me. I'm doing this for their own safety. God. Why don't they understand? Why? Anyway, it's a nice little town. Why are there iron... Why are you guys in there? Just why? I need you guys to die and respawn elsewhere. Sheesh. All right, I feel a little better about that. A little better. Anyway, our friend Essie has kind of copied Quigley's style here and been making this road. And this is her house that she built. She says she still has a lot of work to do on it, but it looks great if you ask me. And she also has been working in this, the community mine, excuse me. Okay, close the gate. All right, she's added a little sign saying leap of faith, and it's a good leap, but I'm not going to take that, Ray. She's been making all of this lit up and pretty for anybody who wants to use this mine. So she spent a lot of time down here building this out and making it look great. And I envy her. I could do this. I could build out, or rather, mine out this area and make it look okay. But if you've watched any of my hardcore series, you know I don't spend much time trying to make anything look beautiful. Functional? Sure. Beautiful? No. So, yeah, she did all of this. Oh, it's a diamond level. Oh, nice. The cave entrance. And we discovered the other day that we have a slime chunk that overlaps this area. And I was thinking about making a slime farm down here, if I could figure out how to make one work. But we actually have two slime chunks adjacent to one another right here. And I marked them out with the obsidian here, at least as far as I could. And I didn't want to interrupt what she built. And so I started thinking about building it elsewhere, and I probably will. And so I think what I'll do is go ahead and take these obsidian markers out for the borders of the slime chunks. And it's probably much better to actually do the slime farm if I go ahead with it over near the auto sorter. Number one, because that's in the middle of the ocean, and it'll probably be more beneficial there. Not in the way, not ugly, and offer much better opportunity to spawn slimes. And so I think that's probably the biggest reason to do it. And then I don't have to ruin all this marvelous work, which I would hate to do. So that's that. But I'm not just going to do tours tonight. I'm actually going to do some mining. And I'm going to come out of creative mode to do it. But first, I just wanted to show you around and look around a little bit. There are some things I want to gather for the community project, which is building up and redesigning downtown, our little spawn village. And so we'll flop down here for the moment. Let me find the list of things to get. As soon as I can remember where that is. Now, admittedly, I'm still kind of cheating here. I have a number of items that I've enchanted, mainly through being in creative mode and needing it for various reasons, or just deciding because I want it. That includes my pickaxe, which has mending on it, fortune on it, and efficiency on it. I don't have any armor, well, any good armor. These I actually found in a chest, but they're not great. I don't have any full armor, as you can see, and I'm not exactly worried about that. Is this the Silk Touch axe? No. I also have a Silk Touch mending axe. My sword is a netherite sword with sharpness 5, power 5, looting 3, mending as well. So it can do quite a bit of damage. Ow. Didn't expect that drop. Doesn't matter though. Wonder if there's a way out of here. That deep slate? That is deep slate, what I'm looking for. Or at least one of the things I'm looking for. And I'm going to give myself some torches. A lot of them. Okay, good, good. And I realized I didn't give back all of the items I had picked out of that minecart. Doesn't matter. Let's put that on the wall. Another thing is this server is configured so that if you die, you don't lose anything. We're mainly here to have fun and enjoy the server and enjoy company in the building. There's no need to prove ourselves as the biggest and baddest around. We just want to work together and build stuff. Let's try to go down there. And hopefully not get killed in the process. Hello, diamonds. All right, these are the first official diamonds I've actually found. Got 4 with that, thanks to the fortune, I'm sure. Not that I really need any redstone, but it doesn't hurt to collect it. Plus, it provides XP for mending. Let's go down here and see what's what. Just a pool of lava. That's nice. I'm going to guess that Essie's been here. Oh yeah, I see creepers over there. At least 3 of them. Get the bow ready. All right. Didn't expect the bow to be that effective at this distance. Whoa. Morning, guy. Warn a guy before you come out of the dark. what I'm trying to do on the server is largely let everybody find their own stuff and do their own thing. And if they need help, I'll gladly give them something. If they want, for instance, a netherite sword, they can ask for it and I'll gladly give it to them. I have nothing against that. Don't really want to just give people everything. And only the amends, me and Spring, currently have the ability to just grant anything to anyone. But if they want to be in creative mode, they can ask for it and we'll give it to them. However they want to do things. That's been kind of our motto here. We're not going to force anything on anybody. Anything that might feel like a cheat, especially. But by the same token, we're not going to hold it away from you if you want it. So that's been kind of how we're trying to manage this. And while I can't say it's been super successful, it hasn't been bad either. Hasn't been a problem yet. I hear you. Where are you? Are you on the other side of that wall? Some more diamonds. The redstone and the iron, honestly, I don't need. I'm just taking them as items of opportunity. What I really need to do is go empty out my inventory and then come back. So I think that's what I'm going to do. So we'll go back to the auto sorter. I'm debating on the iron. It was well earned. Go into my little office here. Did I put my nuggets in there? My iron nuggets? I must have. I don't see them on me. All right, you're gonna see me cheat again here. I'm going to probably switch bows for the most part. I have a second bow here with piercing and infinity, but I want power on that too. While I have mending and multi-shot on this one. Hey, thank you for the birthday wish. How are you? And thank you for the follow as well. See you very much. Yeah, I hope you stop by again. Let me get rid of that as well. All right, so what I'm going to do is switch to the non-mending bow. I'll keep the regular bow, the other bow, handy, because you never know, right? I still have some food on me. I don't need a crafting table. I haven't gotten rid of that pickaxe yet. Still useful, but goodbye. Okay, let's see. Back to survival. Those there. And just because we'll get some more arrows provided to us, courtesy of the mob farm. What am I even doing? Oh well. Alright, so back to spawn. Now we're a little more prepared for this trip. Sounded like a creeper for a second there. This is the infinity and power and piercing one. Wanted to make sure of that. All right, let's continue on down to quote unquote the diamond level. And I think the idea is we can just strip mine, just continue to dig in one direction, finding stuff and getting the materials we need or want. What level are we even at? Negative 59, so yeah, we're right above bedrock. There's this stuff. Deep slate still. Looks different though. And I think I need to get a lot of deep slate. Take a look again. Deep slate, black stone, dark oak, some wood from the nether bricks, lots of it. Okay, so we'll continue to work on deep slate because, hey, it's easier than being in the nether. Hey, more diamonds. Let's see if we can get lucky again. Oh, yeah. $11 diamonds. Basically, since it's a strip mine, you can just continue to mine off in one direction as far as you want. And clearly we are right next to a something. Cave or a cavern. Well, not cavern. Tunnel. Mine. Something. Because we got skeletons walking around very close. Also heard lava, so that's a good thing to know. Let's try down here. Hear lava even here. Sounds like we're pretty much surrounded by lava. I have to be extra careful. Yeah, it's right up there. Why did I put gravel there? Oh, it's tough. Okay, never mind. All right. Couldn't do what I wanted to do there. I think somebody will get the idea that lava's falling down here, but I'm going to give myself a sign. Yeah, let's give us 10. And let's go back up. I don't feel like dealing with lava down here. Of course, lava is pretty much everywhere. I was going to switch that to my offhand, but meh. Wait. Oh, torches. Never mind. What did I do? Okay. Idiotic thing to do. Another deep, dark, scary hole. And another. Almost everything down here seems to lead to lava. Come here. That went better than expected, to be honest. Okay, I see you guys coming. Barely, but I do. Whoops. I won't lie. I'm jumpy. I swear I was picking these back up yesterday. Maybe it's because of the other bow, but... Yeah, excuse me. But yeah, the main reason I'm down here is for Deep Slate. To help out with the community works. Whether it's Quigley's stuff, community downtown area, the transit area, or even just buildings. But the main reason I'm streaming tonight is stress test. And it's getting kind of late. I only wanted to put in a little work to gather materials. And I've done a fair amount. But 5 complete stacks. That's pretty good. And anything I don't turn over, I can easily put into the auto sorter for whoever to access at their leisure. So it works out. I mean, sure, I could just conjure all the materials that they want directly through creative mode or by being an operator on the server. But there's a certain amount of fun and insanity to it for gathering it the old-fashioned way. And I'm not opposed to that. All right, I was wondering what was over here. More lava. And still more lava. Iron and lapis. Good combination. Ran out of torches in that stack. Well, let's go this way. We'll do a little more and then call it a night. And I admit, this mining is a lot easier because of the equipment I have. So it's still cheating, but at least it's still some hard work. The effort's put in. May as well round out the full stacks, or the supply with the enough to fill these 3 spots up. So let's go. Water. Whoa. Almost done. This is exactly the sort of thing that results in the auto sorter getting filled with material, which is exactly what I want. Material for anybody and everybody to use at their leisure, at their fingertips, at their desire. Makes it a better place and better server for everybody. At least in my opinion. They don't want to use it, they don't have to. And that's perfectly fine. Holy moly. I think we just picked up 20 diamonds. All right, we're full up. Of course, I could get rid of this gunpowder and this, these things, the bones and the rotten flesh. But, believe it or not, there's a place in the auto sorter for those too. So, we will go run there real quick. Darn it. Our iron, our lapis. And the diamonds, at least for the time being, I'll keep for myself. We got a grand total of 40 diamonds tonight, which is pretty remarkable. At least if you ask me. And so I mentioned it earlier. This thing is not well sorted, not yet. It'll be a pet project for me to fix later. Let's see if the gold has made it here yet. Nope. Iron is beginning to make it in. Both the iron are put in earlier, and the iron that just dumped in there. Although totally unnecessary. I built a little window in here so you can see the items that are getting pulled from the sort box go up into the sorter mechanism. Machinery. Machinery. All right. I think there was a box being set aside for Wiggly's building efforts, but I'm not sure. Maybe there wasn't. Yeah, that means did such a great job with this. Makes me feel like a useless sack of human flesh. And what we'll do, let's just dump that in there. If I can spell, it'll be great. I don't know what to put on there. That works, I think. Okay, about the only thing I didn't show you here is the house that Spring, my girlfriend slash mod slash best friend, built for us. And that's over here. Stop moving so I can kill you. I have no idea what that is. Phantom, maybe? As I haven't slept in a good little while. And we'll rectify that real quick before I can go any further. All right. So this is the basic house. This is the bedroom. We have a nice little deck out here to fish from, or to just hang out on. I don't know what that whistling is. I'm guessing it's a parrot. Upstairs little attic area, complete with what's going to be a reading room. Whoops. Out here we have our little animal collection. And our nice little private farm. Back over there is a nice little private mine that we don't spend much time doing much mining, honestly, so that's okay. And if I can remember where it is, Spring made a nice little garden over here. Ah, here it is. Beautiful little garden that she spent a lot of time on. And I think it's great, personally. While she was building this house, we kept getting attacked by drown. In fact, there's one down there now. See if I can get him from here. Nope. If he comes up, he's mine. Are you going to come up? Yep. Come on over here and play. Come play with me. Did I mention if he comes up here, he's mine? Anyway, that about does it for this server in terms of what we have right now, and at least probably what we'll continue to build and work on. But just wanted to share that and do a little streaming on Beam tonight for the stress test. And I'm going to go ahead and call it pretty much here. So I'll be back tomorrow with Baldur's Gate 3 at long last. And I hope you'll join me then for it. And on Tuesday, we'll get back into Heavy Rain for part 2 on that. So that'll be interesting. I'm still kind of nervous about it and learning how to play the game and figure things out, but it's fun and it's interesting. It's got a good story to it, so that's good. But in the meantime, I hope you have a great night and a great rest of your weekend if you don't join me again. And I will see you all again soon. Take care. Have a good night. Bye.
I will be the last to fall. I won't shed a tear for them to see.